And we're live on the Superior
We
stream. Ready for some civilization. Hey, Kessler. Kessler.
are live on the
Kessler, you just
internet.
totally
Hey,
dropped your cue. You're the worst.
what do you
I
mean?
was like, hey, Kessler. And that's when you're like,
Okay,
what,
we'll
Crispy?
take it from the top.
Okay, from the
All
top.
right,
From the
I've sent
top.
this Twitter out so the world knows that I'm streaming. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm streaming on the internet, as far as I know. Okay, three, two,
Mm-hmm.
marker.
Hey, Kessler.
Hey, Crispy, what you doing?
Fuck, I actually don't have a setup for this.
You're the
From the top! 3, 2, 1. Hey, Kessler.
Is this the kind of shit you think is fine for the Daily Dota?
No, it's Dota Daily
This
material.
is
Come on.
not amateur shit, man. This is the internet. You've got to bring your. All right, here. I'm gonna set this up since you are just the worst man. Okay, ready? Hey, Crispy.
Hey, chat, how's my audio levels? Are they good?
Crispy.
Hey, Kessler, what's up?
Crispy.
How you doing, bro?
Sit. Okay. Well, here's the intro. Hey, Crispy. Do you like the Civilization franchise?
Oh, I love Civilization franchise.
The new expansion just came out, and we were thinking we would stream that at some point. But before that, why don't we play some older Civ as a warm up?
Oh, it sounds like a great idea.
So, in our many trials and tribulations on the Dota, I've learned many things about you, Crispy. I learned that you love Huskar, you hate couriers, and that you're a man of simple passions. But one of the things I did not know is that you have played a lot of Civilization 5.
I've played a bit. I wouldn't say a lot. I
Well,
played like
tell me-
maybe 100 hours-ish or something.
Now, see, most people would say that's a lot. Most normal people, anyway. I played one game of Civ 5, so I've only played 20 hours. Sorry about that. I'm dropping Skylanders all over the place.
As one is one to do.
Yeah, I'm streaming. I need something to make me feel comfortable. And what makes a person feel comfortable?
You have an audience now. You have a live audience.
Yeah, exactly. So I gotta rub my gill grunts.
Yeah, you better finish that sentence. We should probably just go ahead and get into the game, I guess. Let's
Yeah.
jump in.
I've
So
been-
go ahead and ready up.
Oh, what's the ready button? See, this is exactly how much I know.
I know. Oh, game starting.
Game starts.
I'm excited. So I'll go ahead and set this up for our viewers. So since this is just a pilot episode, Kessler and I are just doing a co-op multiplayer game against some AI. Where we two are on a team, and we're against 3 other teams of AI. So it's 2v2v2v2, and we'll just see how it goes. I mean, it's our first multiplayer game together. I mean, I've played several multiplayer games, but this is Kessler's first multiplayer game. So
No, yeah, literally none. Like I think I've played maybe 2 or 3 games of Civ 4 and 2 or 3 games of Civ 5. Again, just 20 hours of video game, but just one. Just one match, just one moment.
and I'm gonna
for
be
some
playing
yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar of the Babylonian Empire. So you could just call me that from now on. It would be much
Alright,
easier.
Yes, you could be my Nebuchadnezzar if I could be your Isabella.
Isabella. So we're good to go. We're in the game. You're in the game, right?
Ooh, my settings. Woo.
Oof.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. Weird. It was really fucked up, and now it's totally fine.
I'm a
And
little
other than
framey on this end.
video.
Little
Folks
framey
in my
on
chat
that.
are asking about difficulty. Smiley Giant is. I'm playing on Prince or not Prince, Chieftain, because I'm really bad. And you're playing on slightly higher difficulty.
I'm just playing on the standard default because I also haven't played this game in a little while, so it's gonna be kind of just jumping in fresh again
Yeah.
for me.
And what's the difficulty of our opponents?
So in multiplayer, the AI actually doesn't have different difficulties. They're kind of set at their default. What the difficulty is in multiplayer, it's a personal handicap. So like if you're playing on lower difficulty, you get slightly more happiness off the bat, and just like small buffs like that, rather than changing the difficulty of the opponents.
Crazy. So are we taking our turns independently of each other in multiplayer? Or are we just doing it at the same time and then it just adds all of our turns together?
Yeah, so that's how the way it works is it's kind of simultaneous turns. So we'll both take our turns like at the same time, and then it'll go to the next turn once all human players end their turn.
Whoa, there's definitely some things going on.
Why is this not? Oh, there we go.
Woo.
I'm having some problems with my dual monitor setup in the sense that you know how games usually when they detect dual monitor, they'll cap the mouse at the edge of the screen, but mine's mouse is just like kind of going to the other screen a lot. Kind of annoying.
Yeah, mine too. Maybe we should have played full screen like monsters.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing this is a test stream. It's a good thing no one's looking. Oh my god, I just have straight up textures missing. Like there are just black boxes here. This is
Well, are you sure it's not Fog of War and you have your settings low? Cause
no. This is. Oh, is that how the game reacts when
well,
it's
I
on low
mean,
set?
yeah, on low settings, the Fog of War is just kind of like gray hexagons.
No, I mean this looks. I mean, it definitely looks less fucked up when I start staring at it. But yeah, this is not. This is not ideal. This is not how Civ 5 is supposed to look. It's not supposed to look like there's red mountains and yellow clovers.
So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put out a link to your stream so they can check that out if they want. If so, the way we're doing it,
if you want to see a real fucked up stream.
The way we're doing it is we're both streaming, so you can kind of like switch between the streams to see whichever nation you want. Obviously, you're gonna watch Babylon prosper, rather than Spain burn down to the ground. But
I may have moved my worker or my settler without building a city.
Yeah, I just settled off the bat because usually the game is pretty good of starting you out in a position that's, if not optimal, then at least manageable. So. It's sometimes a good idea to just settle off the bat, so you'll have the first turn of your city already established rather than having to wait till turn 2. And early game is all about each turn being pretty important.
That's great. This is great. I'm learning a lot of stuff about Civilization. Make your turn, bro. I'm already the best. I moved my warrior and I moved myself. I'm practically. This is some Evo level Civilization.
So I'm gonna scout to the east.
This
so I
is
can
world
cross
class.
This river, and then I found the ruins. I'm going
someone
to start
discovered ruins.
That would be me. So actually, I need to change my hotkeys real fast because every time I hit my push to talk hotkey, it's just going to my city screen. So one second, I need to change my options.
I can't. Can you believe this? This is rank amateur hour. This is.
Where is?
I can't believe you streamed with us almost every day for a period of time. So if you want to follow a real professional stream, maybe you should take your followers over to twitch.tv/mapbodega, a really great stream where you'll see all kinds of games like Twin Cities Odyssey, Reyes,
One second,
Max
I need to
Payne
completely
2,
change my mouse boundary.
Final Fantasy 13, Persona 3, a whole bunch of other console games that I'll get working if I can steal a hop hog from the man across the street, and more. Do it today. Subscribe and witness the legacy and the pageantry that is Matt Bodega, world's greatest Dodaman and queen of the Spaniards. Thank you. This is the worst fucking messing around with your hotkeys in this giant clouded mess. Are we on just opposite sides of the map? This is... Ooh.
Hello. Test. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I've been filling time this whole time. Where have you been?
I've been changing hotkeys and all that business. Okay, I think I'm good to go now. So I was wondering why my game kept switching back and forth from my city to game view. But yeah,
I cannot wait to get my.
I'm going to go for
right now. Just looks like there's patches of blood all across your map, like just big red splotches of murder. It's my turn. Okay, this time I think I may start a city.
It looks like we're not that far off from each other, but we may have an ocean separating us. I'm not actually sure.
We have an ocean between us, Crispy, but we will find a way to the other side.
No! America just stole my ruins. America. I've been stabbed in the back.
Hey, how do I get rid of this score screen? Oh.
Well, let me just call you up real fast and... Hello?
Yep. Hey, buddy. Is this Crispy?
Yeah. I actually don't know if there's a way to get rid of that. I always keep it
right
out,
now it is covering up my advisors. Oh, I guess I could click here.
Oh, let me also give you some advice. See in the lower right, next to the left of your mini map, you'll see the little scroll thing, toggle map options on and off. I recommend checking the bottom 3 options of that: resource icons, yield icons, and hex grid. if in case you didn't already have those.
Ooh, now I can see the resources that each of these squares are giving me. Thanks, Crispy.
Dun dun dun. Here's another tip. So besides just starting with a settler, you also start with a unit, which most times is a warrior, which is probably what you have.
Yep.
You want to use that to scout off the bat because nobody's going to kill you off the bat. So
Says you. I'm going on the offensive.
whenever you're using your warrior to scout, usually they have a default move of two tiles, right? But if you're moving through rough terrain, you only get one movement. So what you want to do is you want to try to end your turn on a hill, because if you're on a hill, you actually gain more vision because you're higher up. So
Ooh, I totally did. Look at that. I want the people at home to look. There are deer and cows and patches of blood.
beautiful.
Okay, the blood disappeared when I stared hard enough at it, which I'm
Don't-
pretty sure
don't
is
worry.
how Max Payne 2
There will
works.
be more blood.
There will be blood?
There will be blood.
That's a reference.
Especially on this
References are
American guy who stole my ruins.
What should I
in
build
front
for
of
this
me.
first turn? What do you recommend opening gambits?
Usually, I
Opening-
open up with a scout, just because that helps you get a lay of the land, lets you know the good settling points, perhaps like where your enemies are, where your teammate, or just where everything is. Like you need information,
Yeah.
visual information, so you can make your decisions.
So I said before we started streaming that I thought I would be interested in going down a religion route, just because I'm such a basic Civ player. I just always go military. Just like I feel like, oh well, that's how you have to do it. So I'm if we get there somehow, I think I will be leaning towards religion.
Okay, if you want to go for a religion route, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rush pottery as your first tech, because that allows you to build shrines.
Rush pottery, fuck you.
the pottery opener, right? So you're gonna go pottery
I go
into shrine,
2 pottery, 6 husbandry,
right?
10 religion.
Once you have pottery up, you can build shrines, which gives you faith every turn. And the way religion works in this game, as soon as you hit 10 faith, which right now you're building 0 of each turn, so you want to get that shrine up as soon as possible. But once you get to 10 faith, you can build a pagoda, and what that does is it allows you to start choosing which religious perks you want. And once someone picks a perk, it's out of the game for everybody else. So if you get there the soonest, you can have whichever perk you want. You get fresh pick of them rather than maybe getting stuck with a bad one.
I'm easy about it. I'm just glad I've got all this blood on the game board. Let's see. Do I have anything else I can do this turn? I don't think so. I moved my man. I spotted resources.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of sending my early warrior to kind of scout out in your general direction. So maybe we can come across each other sooner or later and see what the connections between us are.
Where do you stand? I know this is jumping the gun, but where do you stand on buying tiles?
I definitely do buy tiles, like if I need them. It depends on how desperately you need the resource and if you need it right away. So let's say there's a gold resource, 1 tile outside of your cultural borders. And for those who don't know, you can't work tiles that are actually outside of your borders. So you can sometimes buy that tile to just be automatically included in your border so you can work it.
Right.
And if let's say you're dangerously low on happiness, and when that happens, if you become unhappy, your city, your nations will produce considerably less, significantly less than they actually usually would. So if you buy that tile, you can work that gold, and then that gives you happiness, which may, increase your increases your chances of not becoming super sad and depressed. That's something you want to avoid in this game.
I'm taking these ruins.
Yeah, I had my runes stolen from me.
I discovered pottery. I found this pot, and I said, that seems like a good idea.
So Americas should be somewhere up there.
Back to the tech tree. So writing for religion? What do you recommend?
Well, I mean, after pottery, I think writing's mainly science. You can look at the tech tree if you if you click on the upper left. And
Yeah, I'm looking at the full tech tree. It's really weird. I have to scroll the wheel up and down to move the tech tree left and right. My mind is just...
I actually don't remember which tech gives the most religion. I think it's, theology, obviously, but I don't remember if there's something earlier than that. Looks like philosophy gives a little bit.
It is. It's calendar lives to philosophy. Calendar and writing both lead to philosophy.
Yeah. So that's something you're going to want to go for. And I'm going to go, personally, I'm going to go more of a science route. because religion and science, they meld together
Yeah,
perfectly.
they're totally
Uh-huh.
compatible. Everyone, intelligent design. I'm designing total domination of the world,
Right.
and really strange. Man, I don't know what is going on with this computer. All I know is that you definitely should not stop a stream to reset your graphics options. But if you're looking for the hottest Civ 5 graphics, you should be looking at my screen. Is what I'm saying.
Yes. And so yeah, right now I'm just trying to get a general lay of the land. I know where America is more or less, and
That's why
just trying to
everyone
find
knows
some
America
other.
is.
Oh, also keep in mind that it looks like Washington, America, and India are on the same team because I see them on my score screen together. So,
Yeah, Washington.
yeah, we have 2v2v2v2 as I said earlier. So we're kind of in cahoots with each other, but against all the rest. I guess that's obvious. I guess I'm just saying the obvious at this point because I'm just waiting for a scrub to end his turn.
Yep. My turn has begun. Man, early game Civ is it's a lot like early game StarCraft. In that
I actually really, for whatever reason, I really like early game Civ in the sense that you're always finding out stuff. Like you're always getting new information, always it's always shaping how the game is gonna go. Like, oh, this guy's right next to me.
I guess if you're good enough, yeah. I guess if you have the capacity, but I don't, is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that I moved. Now it's next turn.
So I already found Washington. Have you found anybody yet on your side?
No, I mean you could look at the direction I'm sort of traveling. I'm sort of creating this upside down reverse Florida.
No, that means
But I have not encountered anything but pigs and corn.
that ruin he stole from me gave him a population. That's
Let's
a
see,
really
more
big
corn.
ruin.
Up, found barbarians. Oh no, these are Austrians. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Look at those uggos.
I'm gonna go for early culture off the bat, rather than going for a worker. So
What
right
news
now.
from the Eastern Front?
The Eastern Front is right now just finished his scout, and I'm gonna scout out to the left side while my warrior scouts to the right. And I just finished my, or I'm working now on a monument, which is building culture basically, because there's nothing doing with science right now until I finish the writing tech. So you said that you usually play these games kind of militaristically.
Just because that's the one my mind can wrap around. The idea of using force to. Ooh, did I find who found ruins?
That's me. So apparently you get the same pop-ups that I do, I guess.
Crazy. The Austrians are vanished.
This is my first time playing, like, starting off on teams, because the way I usually play is kind of free-for-all, and if it goes to teams, it'll go to teams naturally. But this is the first time I've actually started playing a game on teams.
I wonder why my scout hasn't finished yet. What is there something about your team that makes scouts build faster?
So yeah, so do you know how the apples, the hammers, and the gold works? The different tile resources?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so you have the little icons on, right? So you see apples on the ground and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what that means is that's how many resources that tile yields whenever your city's working it. So your city, by default, will work the tile that is already on. So your city is now building 2 apples and 1 hammer and 1 gold by default, but it's also population 1. But that means you also have 1 worker in the city. And by worker, I don't mean the unit worker. I don't know how else to say that. Population, I guess. 1 population in the city. So that 1 population is, if you click Madrid, you can open that city screen.
Yeah.
And then you'll see which tile it's working. That's your 1 population. And by default, it just tries to build the most food or whatever. So if the food is how fast your city will grow. Like if you're getting 3 food a turn and your city needs 6 food to grow to the next population, it'll take 2 turns, right? And then after that, you'll just go more and more. But then you'll get another population, which will work another tile. And the hammers is what produces units and buildings. That's how fast you can produce. So
this is really great. You're talking and I'm mousing over it. It's like we're professional.
I know. It's almost like this was planned. It was not.
It's so not. There are so many things that have already gone wrong. Oh.
So yeah, I started off on a land that kind of has more hammers by default, so that's why I'm kind of building stuff faster. But you look like you have more food.
I guess.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yes, that was a conscious tactical decision on my part.
Right.
That's the sound that I make when I'm making.
And you look like you have cattle right next to you, so that's going to be another food source once you get to that. Once your cultural borders expand.
I need a bunch of hungry idiots.
Oh, I still haven't
I
moved.
think I may have said more about religion than I intended to. Oh well, at least nothing's recorded on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, this show is all for commentary, right?
This show is about bringing the boundaries together. Like all we're trying to do is cross
Oh
over.
my god! Oh, never mind. I thought we found Pascal, but that's Pacal. Totally
Nope,
different.
he did not sneak into our game this
Yeah,
time.
this time.
This time.
Yeah, it looks like you found Maria
Yeah,
Teresa.
yeah. The Austrians are right here.
Right.
Those good clockmakers. Gonna go around. Let's see. Do I have anything else I can do? No.
So,
I s-
from what I see, I think we do have an ocean in between us because I'm running to the right with my warrior and I see coast. So I'm just assuming we're probably on two separate continents or islands, perhaps.
That's what I like to believe. I like to believe we're on two Italies and we're fighting each other. That's a good narrative. My turn has begun.
So here's a little. I mean, it's kind
I
of a.
found gems. I'm rich.
Oh man, there's a little thing I should point out. It's not really, necessary or it's not crucial, but it's a little nice thing that you have about your city is that it's right next to a river. So that means those tiles are basically more fertile and they produce more food than they usually
Oh,
would.
they're so fertile.
Ooh, and you can also build a water mill in that city, which
Oh,
produces.
watermill.
I
Oh,
know, it's amazing.
What's next turn? Oh wait.
Ooh,
Oh, I got a new
ruins.
population.
Oh wait, weren't there ruins that I made? Oh,
Man,
there
where are
totally
you
was.
finding all these fucking ruins? Who came before you? I thought we were the first civilizations.
Oh, it's so grim
Oh,
now.
I guess that's the point. Is that it was the non-civilizations. It was the barbarians and the tribes. They hadn't come together yet to form these massive empires of
Free
warriors who were
tech!
really not doing a good job of protecting the city.
I just found a free technology in ruins because that's how that works, right? Finding
Right, yeah.
technologies. So yeah, I
It's
just got
totally
a free animal husbandry, no problem. OP.
Oh man, that's like.
And I discovered a natural wonder for us. It's amazing.
You basically picked up a double damage at level 1.
I know.
Dota terms equals civilization knowledge.
So what
Boom.
natural wonders do is you can work them for a lot of output. Like this natural wonder has 2 gold and 3 science, but more than that, if you discover them, then we basically gain happiness, permanent happiness. So that's
Permanent happiness gained. I want a marker to
is
slide
up
across
here.
the screen and tell me.
So here's a little tip. If you mouse over the different resources at the top, you'll actually see, like for instance, happiness. You'll see what's giving you happiness and what's taking it away. So kind of some information there for you to chew on, I guess. Same for
1.8
gold.
unhappiness generated from the number of cities.
Yeah, okay, here's another thing. The more cities you have, the more... or actually, no, it's the more population you have. For each population you have, you also gain 1 unhappiness just automatically. So you want to make sure you're keeping ahead of that and building stuff that gives you happiness or getting resources or what have you.
Well, what would make religious people happy?
I imagine religion.
Yeah, probably religion. Some kind of church of some kind. Perhaps a statue. Maybe a cross or two. But the only cross I see is the ocean. Where your cross.
Ooh, ho.
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
Hashtag. Yes. Hashtag all-star. Spread that
I mean,
on
I'm just
Twitter.
finishing your thoughts over here. It's no problem.
Yeah, if you want more civilization, tweet hashtag all-star at me and Crispy. We'll know. Oh, I think I found the
Free
city-state.
population. Yep.
Yep, I'm at Jerusalem.
Yeah, when you do that, whenever you see the borders like that, you want to make sure you walk up next to them so you technically meet them, and that will give you. They'll give you a gold bonus. They'll give you 30 if you're the first to meet them, and 15 if you're not.
Oh, apparently I met them already? Because Jerusalem is saying it's you again. Excellent. But
Oh no, it just says that by default. It's just goofy.
Oh.
Oh, another city.
Yeah, so it's the beginning of modern civilization, but Jerusalem has been around forever. I'm bringing Sid Meier's history into question here. I don't know what I know, but
Well, I don't know. Can you recite all of mankind's history for us right now to
no.
prove this?
But I could recite the beginning of the Canterbury Tales, or I can
Well, that's close
recite
enough.
the lyrics to "Don't Speak" by Gwen Stefani.
Oh, so you do know all of history. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, history begins and ends with not telling me because it hurts.
So it looks like I'm kind of on the southern end of the world because I have tundra below me, like right below me, and that usually indicates that you're kind of near the South Pole, quote unquote.
Crispy at the edge of the world,
As
coming
always.
this winter. Oh, I'm in another city state. Tyre.
Barbarian encampment! Oh no.
Oh, I want to. When you. Well, I get to watch cinematically when you fight them.
I actually turned on quick combat so it
What?
doesn't take
Do
as
you
long.
even. Oh my god. You are just the worst at
You'll
being
thank me
bad.
whenever we're like 500 years in and, like, everything's
We
taking
ever
forever.
get. I clicked on Jerusalem again.
I'm gonna start with
I'm
my
such a
worker off the
disgrace.
bat now.
Yeah, it's getting snowy up here too. I think I'm at the other edge of the world.
So
This is just a
for...
romance in action, Crispy.
Yeah.
Separated by land.
I'll get to you
And
one
thousands
day.
of years, we will slowly come together and embrace an inter-civilization coupling. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be economical.
Yeah, religion and science like it's always meant to be.
Yes, religion and science, like it's hot. I think that's it. The pace of this is weird. I mean, it's only because I'm not used to it. I'm not suggesting that it's bad. Only because I'm not familiar with it.
Well, to be fair, I mean, usually it goes a little bit faster than this at the beginning. It's just that I'm kind of trying to explain stuff also in the meantime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. So you're getting this fresh. This isn't a game that I'm a total expert, master, world class Evo hype man at. This isn't
Yet.
Warframe or Elite Beat Agents. I'm learning for the first time.
Well, I should also state that I'm not trying to claim that I'm world's best Civ player, but I have enough experience just to know what I'm mostly talking about. So.
Don't be modest. You once told me that you would punch Sid Meier in the throat. That's how good you were at Civilization 5.
Oh right.
You
I
once
had
told
forgotten
me
about that.
that you would take the Firaxis building whole, unhinge your jaw, and shove the entire building into your mouth and swallow it. That's how good you were at Civ 5. That you were some sort of terrifying insect man, and you could devour a building.
Yeah, the way insects devour stuff by unhinging their jaw.
Yeah, A, unhinged jaw, B,
Oh,
eat
is that
spider.
you? Are you the one who founded that pantheon already?
No. Do I look like the kind of guy who can get
Oh,
that kind of
man.
stuff up? I'm the guy who can't figure out how to move this scoreboard so I can click on the alerts.
I'm gonna
I'm
start.
getting a new
scouting
computer
to
by the end of the month. Maybe this stuff will be fixed. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So, for those who don't know, those barbarian encampments, they'll keep producing barbarian units that will try to invade like any nearby nations, but they're usually lower tech than most of the nations on the board, so it's not a huge worry, but they are a nuisance. And if you destroy them, then you can actually you get gold as reward and
Especially
stuff.
for me, because right now they have me beat
Right.
in terms of their stats right now. So
Yeah, you don't have to. They don't spew out units every turn or anything like that. It's not super common, so you don't have to worry about them too much.
Oh,
Just-
you're saying barbarians breed like rabbits? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that you need to drown the barbarians in the river? You're a monster.
They're not human. Just exterminate them.
Yeah, tell us what you think should have happened to the Krogan, you monster. Oh, there are too many Krogans. We just have to drown their babies. You're sick.
It's
You make
efficient.
me want to puke. Oh yes, it's so easy to kill a baby Krogan, so why not? Ugh, you're just
Science, Kessler. Science.
you're
Use your logic.
You're the reason why the Reapers won. I think they won. That's what happened in my ending. Anyway.
Well, I mean, you still haven't gotten to the end of this campaign. I create the Reapers.
By the way, did you see in the Steam Workshop? There's totally a Solarian race. That's why I have Mass Effect on the brain. There's a Solarian civilization.
Oh wow, for this game, I thought you were.
That's
talking
where
about
the
Mass Effect.
really terrifying stuff, where the Steam Workshop comes into play. The idea of people making civilizations.
I don't know. I want to check that out now. Sounds cool.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. Like I hope this Steam integration is working out for them.
I actually didn't know you could actually go and make entire nations. I thought the Steam Workshop for this.
You
game
know, I'm
was-
sure they're not like modeling leaders and doing
Right.
that kind of stuff. If they were, that would be amazing. But they're probably not. Yeah, I'm finding the limitations of. I think we are straight up like Greek city states fighting, except we're going to be whole civilizations at some point. Let's get a
So
shrine going.
I just got my first social policy, and for those
Me
who don't
too.
know, oh, you did.
Yeah, we're looking at the same screen. This is so
Oh
exciting.
my god! So let's pick different things so we can hate each other in the long run.
Well, I think
For
I was thinking like
liberty.
tradition. Does that make sense? That seems like a religious thing to do.
Yeah, tradition is kind of more for like smaller nations who aren't going to expand too much because it focuses on a small nation but a powerful one. You know, while liberty is kind of more for the expansive nation that has several cities all across everywhere. Honor is kind of for like war, military conquest, and that kind of stuff. So.
Okay, I guess so. It's increasing border expansion in cities, but that would help an individual city in the early game.
Yeah.
There's little descriptions of it at the top.
Yeah, right. I think you would probably be best off with tradition, but I'm not sure. Like, do you think you're gonna keep to a smaller empire rather than have a big
I
sprawling
don't
empire?
know. I mean, how does religion work? I mean, how does? Oh,
It
man, I guess
actually kind of depends on which religion perks you want to go with.
I guess so. Yeah.
There are perks that kind of help a smaller empire. So if you want to go that route, tradition is going to be your best bet. While if you want to go just a whole lot of cities that maybe aren't as powerful as the smaller ones,
Breeding like rats again with you and wanting to drown people in rivers.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go with liberty, but just because that's usually my playstyle is I go with big expansive.
I'm gonna go with tradition. I'm role playing. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Also, smaller empires are usually easier to defend just because you don't have to worry about manning.
That is always where I fall apart in these 4X games. Like every Total War civilization I ever got going was destroyed because I expanded my borders too far and too wide. Hubris!
Ubris.
Ubris, Crispy.
Ubris.
Ubris. The H is silent because I hate it. There's my guys. Oh, have I already moved those guys? Man. Craig.
You're one step ahead of yourself.
I'm one step ahead of one step ahead. Wait, why am I a lord of Spain? I play in Catherine, man.
You gotta earn it.
Lady.
You gotta earn your ladyship.
I'm a beautiful, smart, intelligent lady, and I'm the best leader. It's a twofold, and I've met a new city-state. That's how good I am at leading. I think I've done my turn, too. So I know that this is a test, like, we're super evident, but the reason we're testing this is because we've got some ideas to have, like, some pretty big multiplayer games going, right, Chris? I mean, this was your initial idea, Crispy, the idea of trying to get Civ as a good streaming game.
Right, I was just kind of toying with the idea of, since Brave New World did just come out, I was thinking, yeah, maybe that's something we could stream with perhaps more people, not just us two, and it could be a fun thing.
Like, we were thinking starting with just, like, the daily Dota peeps, your Matt Pascals, your Crispies, your Bodegas, and what have you. And maybe expanding it from there. And we were also thinking, what would be a really dumb way to stream that? One of the initial ideas was having everyone streaming simultaneously and having people jump from stream to stream and watching each person play their turns individually, because that would be incredibly dumb.
Yeah, the viewer has to micro, obviously.
Duh! If the viewer isn't working, what is even the point? What is the point of building a city?
They have to earn their content.
And once they earn it, they're going to love watching it so much more. But actually watching the way this multiplayer actually works out, it's not that kind of game. I envisioned a scenario where we were like playing Civ 5 by email, but that's not what this game is, unfortunately. No. Does this even have play by email?
There absolutely is hot seat support, email support. Or actually, I'm pretty sure there's still email support in this game. There definitely was in Civ 4. I actually don't remember. I want to say there's email support in this game. Oh, by the way, for those asking why we're not playing the new expansion, because this is just a pilot episode, we're just going with Gods and Kings for now. I mean, if people are still interested in this kind of content later on, we can definitely switch over to Brave New World. Kessler and I both haven't even touched it at all, so...
Right, I mean, I bought it when it came out, because I owe those for
you buy shit. Yeah, that's what you do.
Because I owe them for enabling my whaleism, so... Yeah. Oh, so I've got my first... I'm actually choosing my individual policies right now. I think I want... Let's see. Provides a free culture building for your first 4 cities. That seems okay.
What are you picking right now? Your
Oh,
religion?
my first perk in the tradition tree. So I
Oh,
picked
okay, I see.
leaders. Maybe that
Wait,
doesn't
wait,
sound.
you already have that perk?
Yeah, man, that's how good I am. Can you even handle my skills? This whole thing has been rope-a-dope,
Oh no, no,
man.
no. Whenever you get your first social policy, you use it to unlock the tree, and then after that, when you get your next one, then you can start picking the perks.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I
What?
just did. I picked in the tradition tree.
How-
That's how good I am at
Did
Civ,
you,
buddy.
are you a hustler? Are you sharking me right now? What's going on?
Class XX420, Queen of Spain, XX.
I literally just got my first social policy, and you're already on your second one.
Hashtag get hype.
Okay, you're gonna have to carry me. That's basically what this is now.
No, I just picked my perk on the tree.
Yeah, I don't have that perk yet. I only got the one social policy to unlock
So
it.
you only unlocked the tree? You didn't actually pick a perk yet?
Yep.
I'm way better at this game than you. I don't even know what the point of
Did
this
you
tree
find a
is.
ruins that gave you culture off the bat or something?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm just walking around.
I built a pretty early monument. I'm not sure how you're
Sounds
blazing
to
me in this
like
culture.
someone's crazy jealous of how
Oh, yeah,
good
I
I
know.
am at video.
Oh.
Okay, so I think I want philosophy leads into theology. That seems a little.
Yeah. Although you don't want to, okay, you want to do something like that if you're rushing a certain thing, like a specific thing in mind, but you don't want to neglect all the other early texts too, because they do benefit you. Like everything benefits you. So
Okay, so I right now I just have I think I finished calendar and pottery. So maybe
like I'll give you an
want-
example. Like you see that gold resource right next to your city. You can't mine.
Oh,
You can't
here,
work that
back
until you
up.
have mining.
Right. That's why I was just looking at it and thinking maybe I should mine. Maybe I should be a mine. After all, mining is so popular in video games these days. The kids love it. Every day the kids are saying, "I want to mine."
I don't know where
Maybe
you're going
there's
with this, Goof. It's probably something.
It's Minecraft. It was a Minecraft joke. I was making a joke about Minecraft. Do you get my Minecraft joke, bro?
I have a great scientist, which is one of the perks of my nation. Is I get a free great scientist whenever I discover writing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that to create an improvement, and I'm gonna be making science up the ass.
Yeah, girl. I'm gonna make some science.
I know you like that science.
Why isn't there a rap song about a guy singing to a girl about his science? Because my science is mad tight. Oh, of course it's not a rap song because it's a Mr. Show joke.
What do I want to rush? I'm looking for any wonders I may want to rush.
I think you were on the bigger island.
Going for right.
I mean, I don't know if you get a sense of what I'm looking at right now, but I feel like I'm just a little shrimpy sliver.
Yeah, I kind of get that feeling too. Although I'm not exactly sure. I'm still scouting out my island and the boundaries of it. Open tech tree. I'm going to be rushing Great Library as a first wonder, just so you know that. So the way this works is for World Wonders, only one nation
Right,
can have
that
one.
I knew. That is something I picked up. You can only have only one wonder, and and it's locked out for the other players once someone gets it.
Right. So we don't want to be both building the same wonder at the same time because it'll be wasted for one of the people who are building it.
You'll be drunk.
Exactly.
Wasted and drunk are similar words that mean the same thing. So
So
that
you can
joke,
use them
the math
interchangeably.
on that joke checks out. That's good math.
I put it through the humor algorithm.
Yeah.
Check.
My fight math is ultra supreme, world class. Madrid is bigger now. Look at how many more hexagons it has.
I'm trying to think whether or not I should be super aggressive on America off the bat, but I'm not sure whether or not I will be. Actually, I'm gonna wait till I have a huge scientific advantage so I can build more advanced units and then rush them, I guess, with those units.
And remember, no Russian.
No Russian. I already have barbarians all up in my shit. Oh, another thing. Whenever aggressive units are in your territory, they can do really annoying stuff. Like they don't have to just attack your city. What they can do is they can pillage the improvements, that whichever improvement they're standing on. So let's say you have a academy like I have on my territory. Someone can just destroy that, and it'll basically nullify any of the improvements that I was getting off that. It's really annoying.
So, yeah.
It's actually a great strategy during war. Let's say you're at war with someone. It's a long war. You know you're not going to be able to end it anytime soon. What you can do is you set your aggressive units on their territory on specific, important, crucial improvements, and you're basically choking them of that because they can't work that improvement with their city while you're on it. So let's say it's iron. Then suddenly they can't make their iron units anymore because you're choking them of that resource.
Cool. You've got barbarians super close to your gates.
Yeah, I do. But I also your city can't attack on any nearby units, so he's kind of backing
Right.
off.
Yeah.
It's actually very hard to attack cities in this game without any kind of siege units already set up.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Wasn't that thing? Or I'm just thinking about that old joke about the what is it? The Spearman beats tank that the Civilization games had, where there was scenarios where super weak units could proc and instantly murder a way more advanced unit, and that was like a in joke. Like the same kind of in joke that like Gandhi is an incredibly warlike nation.
They've kind of done away with a lot of that with their new battle system, and also there's no more stacks of doom, which used to be a thing in like the old Civ games where you would just mount all your units on the same tile and walk them together. Now only one unit can occupy one tile, with the exception of military units and civilian units can occupy the same tile. So you can have a worker and a warrior on the same tile, but no two warriors or no two workers or anything like that.
You totally missed it. I just took a fight to these barbarians and came out slightly ahead. It was crazy. I can't even believe I was able to pull off such magic.
So I'm gonna go.
I'm clearly the greatest, most best Civilization 5 player whatever evoed.
So do you have any?
Right? Oh, go ahead.
Do you have any people you're thinking about being aggressive on early on, or are you gonna play more of a pacifist kind of game?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm literally just playing it by feel.
Okay.
Oh, but if there's someone I'm specifically, probably this barbarian. I'm gonna keep fighting him until I die.
Barbarians aren't people. You can just massacre them as you wish.
Oh God, that barbarian became an archer. This has gone horribly horrible.
Yeah, that's another huge addition to this game. Well, I don't want to say addition because this game is really old by this point, but I mean, coming from Civ 4 to Civ 5 is the concept of range units, which actually weren't in the game at first. Like, I mean, it wasn't in Civ 4, is what I mean. So range units can actually fire on 2 tiles away. So
crazy. I'm totally running in fear. This is a cowardly civilization.
So yeah, I'm actually. It looks like I'm on a kind of a small island-ish. Although I still have to scout this northeastern area. To the northeast of Washington.
It's this middle area. Why don't you just circle it on the mini map and I'll know what you're talking about. Just ping it.
Actually,
just ping
can I ping minimap? I actually never tried that. No, I don't think I can.
This is bull. What about draw? I mean, there's no reason. There's no reason for that to be a feature, but it'd be kind of funny if it did. Yeah. Only for me. Cyborg Matt's opening the Source Filmmaker. So he does that when he's burning the blog posts.
Oh, he actually opens Alien SDK or Alien Swarm SDK a lot.
It's just something that the Dota there's no Dota SDK, or it's not good enough, or it's not advanced enough, something like that. Anyway, that guy's smart.
For free settler or free worker.
That's the point. That's
so the end of the I'm finally on your level, and I got another social policy. I'm pretty excited about that. Finally. Let's see.
We'll find out.
Doesn't look like the area around me has a lot of fertile land because it's a lot of desert to my east and tundra to my south and kind of coastline on the west. So
Smiley Giant in the chat says I should build a worker. That seems smart.
That's definitely a good idea. You wanna?
I've got 4 turns on this shrine and then I'll be working it.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my worker down, flip it, and reverse it.
Okay. So Kessler rap album coming out soon. So keep your ear on the ground for that.
That's right. Including such hits as how many Skylanders can I fit in my mouth?
Actually,
it's a low number. Those things are sharp.
I'm going to go with +1 production early so I can get this wonder out faster. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to get my great library done, and that gives me a free science or a free technology, which will help jumpstart me even more in the science department. Huh, I'm hitting next turn, but it's not doing anything. Weird.
Yeah, I hit next turn as well. Clearly the computer is taking its time. This is waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, hold on, let me see.
What did you do, Crisps?
I don't know. Did I break everything?
Crispy, more like wispy.
Uh-huh.
Huh? I mean, you should really change your name to Wispy.
I mean,
and you should only play IO in Dota.
Oh, God, don't call it IO. I mean, if you're gonna call it by that name, you should at least pronounce it Yo. I mean, that's the least you can do.
IO low.
Okay, I think I fixed my thing. It was waiting for me to give some units orders.
Oh, that's you! I thought you were good, Civilization!
I don't know. I think it just bugged out because it said next turn on my thing, so I was just hitting it, but nothing was happening. So I don't know.
Alright, now I really am waiting. How many? Okay, I think it's...
Huh.
It says 2 turns. Are these turns actually going anymore?
Okay, there we go. I think it was just bugged out, and I had to hit space to...
Okay,
yeah,
that seems like a new turn.
Yeah, I think we're good to go now.
Alright, the barbarians are at my fucking gates. This is some...
Oh no! I just realized I don't even have mining tech, and I'm trying to mine with my worker. I'm a bad player. Jeez.
This is some amateur hour shit.
Yeah,
This is
seriously, I need to build
This is
farms.
some twitchy bull honky.
Once I
Take this
finish
shit
this,
back
I
to
need to-
Warframe.
I know.
I don't know why I'm making fun of Warframe. Not to the
This
amount
game
of money.
that you enjoy.
Ugh.
18 turns till my great library finishes. That's 18 turns I'm not making stuff like workers and settlers and other vital stuff, but I'm hoping that the wonder
You're
itself
going
will
for
help me
big.
enough.
Maybe these are what you would consider to be big plays.
Yeah, I'm going for the big
Like that?
plays.
A play that would be considered to be somewhat big.
Could be a big play, could be a big throw.
Oh, I
who
don't have
knows?
anything else to do. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Only
I don't know
time will tell, am I right? Because, like, time passes in Civilization.
That was I see what you're going with that joke. I appreciate it in macrocosm, and never say it again. I think that's
I
fair.
can respect that.
I think that is a reasonableness. I finished my shrine. It's time to work it.
Work it, girl.
Hey, maybe they
Oh, wait,
should
no,
be
no, I got
called twerkers. Because
Ho
internet.
ho!
What?
Ho ho!
Man, I'm
Ho,
giving
ho!
myself high fives. What?
I'm gonna give my mic a high five. Get ready, viewers.
Party on my computer. Okay, now I'm adopting my second tradition. Jeez. How about monarchy? That seems like a good religion thing to have the religion run by the government. I'm not saying that
see.
makes for good religion. I'm saying that makes for prosperous nations when the government controls the religion.
Do you have a lot of population in your city right now, your capital?
Let's find out. That is a great question.
Because that's more effective the more population you have. So
Right.
you're only at 3 right now, so I would save that until later, until your capital is bigger. I would probably go for something like landed elite, because that'll help your capital grow a lot faster.
Okay, that's a good policy. That's high level. I can respect that.
That's a big play.
And I discovered archery.
Oh wait, I can make this go here because I'm about to.
How did I just wait?
discover
How
my
did I
own.
discover archery? Was I researching that?
So it's one of two things. Did you discover ruins that you didn't realize you did? Because that sometimes gives free tech.
It's entirely possible. The way this map looks right now is out of control.
Okay, so what it definitely is, or what it probably is, I mean, is that there's something weird in Civ multiplayer team games. If this is from Civ 4, but I'm just assuming it kind of carries over here, where if you're on a team, you get some sort of like your lower tech will just automatically research itself if you're like way far ahead or something like that, or there's like some sort of small science build-up that just happens for the lower tech at some point. I don't know. So it like kind of researches itself, I think. I'm not completely sure on that.
Weird. Let's see, what will take less... How do you feel about trapping, Crispy?
Trapping.
Oh, actually, never mind. I'm going to build a wheel. Wheels seem okay.
Yeah, especially since you're by a river, because that'll let you build a water mill, which gives you food and production in that city for free. Or not for free, for 2. So, do you know what maintenance is? If you, like, let's say you mouse over the water mill, you'll see maintenance too. So, that's just like gold per turn that it takes to keep that sustained. I mean, usually it's worth it, but you want to keep something you want to keep in mind. I mean, you do have a gold resource kind of right next to your city, so it's not that big of a deal, because once you improve that, you'll be getting plus 2 gold from that tile, so it'll be 4 gold in total.
That's good. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of gold. I need something to support my fucking free-to-play habits.
Free settler. Oh, looks like America wants to settle. Typical America. And it's settling to the west. Typical America.
That's right. Manifest Destiny. We've got to kill these Indians.
I
We
found
owe it to
another
the
natural
Indians
wonder.
to murder them. I don't know. I probably shouldn't heal them. I mean,
Ooh.
so my unit my warrior just leveled up. But he has taken a lot of damage. I was just going to bring him home to heal him up.
Yeah, I mean,
But he also leveled up in the process, so I was thinking about just giving him one of the combat abilities rather than the heal instantly.
right. If you don't need the heal instantly, you should just save it because they'll just waste a promotion basically. So depending, the promotion you want to give them is kind of depends on your landscape and where you're going to be fighting. Like if you want that unit to be more defensive, it looks like you're going to want rough terrain just because there's a lot of kind of jungles and rough terrain around.
I think that's what I just picked. It's entirely possible I fucked this up and it's already a total disaster.
That's fine. I mean, you do have a lot of open plains like to your northeast too, so that could be okay.
Oh
So yeah, I'm getting like invaded by barbarians right now. I need to bring my warrior back home.
yeah, man. Defend the home fronts. Fortify till healed. I remembered how to do that. Wheel in 2 turns. Okay,
So
that's
someone
the size.
in the
Worker in
chat,
9 turns. Yeah.
Bistermath in the chat asked, "What's a good civ for jungling?" Aztec. Go Aztec every time.
Yep, at Aztec, they've got that natural healing because they can utilize the fruits and vegetables in the rainforests, and they've got the sacrifices, and they can leap on other civilizations directly and exchange their own health for doing massive damage. I'm definitely pro Aztec for jungling.
I'm actually
Though in a pinch, I will go Japan.
I'm actually not kidding when it comes to that, just because their nation perk, it lets them travel through jungles like they were roads.
Well, I wasn't kidding either. I was just talking about something that didn't exist, so... Ha ha ha.
Haha.
Is this our chance?
Oh no, New York was founded. Oh no. I must stop, put an end to this American tyranny.
That's right. No taxation without get the hell out-ation.
Oh man, there's a warrior like right up on my workers. They're just trying to work. Leave them alone.
Let them work. Your side of the map sounds different from my side. You've got people hitting rocks.
It's true.
Look at this nuanced design. Oh, why did I do that? That was... Oh, maybe I didn't have anything to do. I'm just saying, maybe I didn't make a horrific mistake. This time. Yes, technically I have barbarians at the gates, and the lifeblood of my civilization is hanging perilously in the balance. But I don't know.
But it's okay.
Whatever.
It'll be fine. It'll be
Trap this
fine.
fox, tear his hair off and sell it and make him watch. That's what trapping is, right? You rip off his hair. Pretty sure. I've never been outside before, so.
I'm gonna go for trapping.
Never been outside the city, not since the zone went up.
So I'm going for trapping because this great library is gonna give me a free tech, which I'm gonna use to
Joke about a
get
recent
one of
video
these.
game. Can you think of the name of that game? Write into me, and you'll have a chance to win the Twitter retweet.
Appreciation.
Whatever, the dark futures where people exchange Twitter retweets as quest rewards.
Ugh. Ugh.
Just wait for my Twitter RPG.
God, that sounds like a terrible idea. Someone's gonna do it.
Terribly good. So is this a standard game right now? It feels like we are crawling through time and space.
I feel like usually I would kind of be a little bit more warmongery-ish. I mean, in most of my usual games, but I'm gonna play a little bit more laid back this game and go a science route rather than military. So I'm just taking it easy. I'm getting like surrounded by barbarians though.
Oh god, I've got Ethiopians on my left, barbarians on my right, and I'm stuck in the middle with you.
You're not at war with Ethiopia, are you?
No, but they're menacing.
It looks like they're coming from your west, so you might want to, once that warrior heals up and you're not too much in danger of a barbarian invasion, you might want to send that warrior to scout all the land to your left and see.
Brother, I would like nothing more, but I'm gonna kill these archers, hopefully, maybe, eventually, possibly, technically.
So people are asking why I'm not building settlers and claiming the land before America gets there. It's because I'm planning to wipe America out. So I'm just gonna, rather than building cities and stealing the land from them, I'm just gonna steal their cities by wiping them out, and then I'll have free cities that way. Also, the land kind of to my east is undesirable, so is the land to my south. So, you know, there's kind of not that much place to settle except on the coastline.
That's not very nice.
That's usually how I expand in these games. Is I play pretty aggressive and just steal cities from other people.
All right, it's time for ultimate combat. I can't believe you turned off the animations. It's the one reason why you'd want to zoom in on the board.
Just wait. Okay, wait till you're at war, like a 500-year-long war, and then you'll hate the animations.
I bet you're the asshole who turns off animations in Pokemon because I just want to get through and grind the Elite Four.
Whenever
You're
I'm
an
grinding,
ass.
maybe whenever I'm grinding, I won't attest otherwise.
See, my city just attacked the Argent and they just poofed off. They poofed away.
Where did they go? You'll never know. It's like their Meepo. Dodo reference.
Oh, what?
This isn't Dota, but I made a Dota joke.
You mean a
I'm
dote?
wild. Can't control me.
Don't dote on me with these dotes. Dotes your dotes your dotes.
So it looks like the land to the kind of north east of me is actually quite expansive. I thought this was a smaller continent, but it might go on like to the north a lot.
You're coming up right at the edge of the coast at this point. You can see
Yeah.
in the sea states you've exposed. You've just exposed a lot more of yourself than I have. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's why you want to be scouting early. It's just because you want more information than your opponents do. So you just want to know what options you have available to you, where you can settle. And if they don't know all that, they won't know they can settle. Because in the early game, this game is a lot about like controlling the land, like marking your territory. Basically, like I'm gonna build a city here. Don't build anywhere near here. Basically.
I thought you said this game wasn't like Dota.
Well, everything's like Dota if you think about it. So how many science per turn are you making? I'm curious.
God, probably nothing.
If you look in your upper left, it'll
Oh,
tell you.
7. I'm getting. Oh,
Well, let me call you and find out.
yep. Hey, Crispy.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, I need to mute for a second, so you fill time for once.
Okay. I'm just gonna be silent. Let's see. Citrus, which is kind of a rare resource. Oh, who is this? Maya. Okay, I found the Mayans. So it looks like this is a large landmass over here, rather than just a coastline I was expecting.
I'm back. Were you able to fill time?
It's filling time up for my stream members, because fuck your stream, am I right?
Oh my god! I can't believe that. Wait, they can hear you.
Well,
Who's
no.
typing?
Whenever I'm not hitting my push to talk, only my stream can hear me, and you can't hear me.
You're the worst.
I'm devious.
You're killing my numbers. So everyone watching Crispy stream, if you want to see a real stream, twitch.tv/mapodega, come say hi, stay around for a party. We like having fun around here. We're pretty kooky bunches. Okay, I have just hit the Florida of my continent. Unless this is a land bridge, I've hit the edge of the world as far as I know. And as far as I know, the world is flat, and on the other side of it is just death. So, pretty much planning on staying here until I discover some geography.
Okay, so I have some advice for you, Kessler, on how to kind of maximize or like custom tailor the way your nation is working. So if you click on your capital, you go into your city screen, right?
Yep.
And then from there, you can see citizen management up in the upper right. If you expand that out, you'll see that now every tile has like kind of a little symbol of it, a little person head thing.
Yeah.
And that indicates what tiles your city is currently working. And if you look on the list, you'll see food focus, production focus, gold focus, etc. You can click one of those focuses to have that particular city focusing like on, let's say, production. If it's building a wonder, you want it to build as fast as possible, you'll put on production focus. So it'll pick the tiles with the most hammers to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of.
I think I want a food focus. I think.
Well, I mean, you can also put on just default focus, and I'll just try to. It has an algorithm that like kind of indicates what's most important or what gives you the most overall, like what configuration.
Well, tell me that algorithm. Will you give me the math?
Okay,
just read out the formula.
So you take
Whatever,
2 parts food,
Okay.
and you take a hammer, and you take a gold coin, and you put them all in a bucket.
And what do you
Equals MC
get?
squared.
A bad birthday party.
I don't know. I need some sort of rim shot sound effect here.
The sound of the wind blowing was the tumbleweed.
Okay. We should always describe our sound effects because to make it easier for the viewers.
Well, I mean, you're no Michael Winslow, and I am certainly not.
I don't know. It's pretty clearly a rim shot, right?
No, it sounds like you're firing a pea gun. Oh, stop firing your peas at me. Your peas, not your. I'm not saying you're firing like globs of urine. I'm saying you have like peas because you're having
You don't know me. You don't know me.
You don't know what I eat. You don't know what I put in my body. Maybe I'm eating some really classy shit, like a bag of Fritos.
So I think might go for earlier sailing than I first anticipated, just to maybe try to connect our cities. Perhaps,
I'm just going to go philosophy right now. I'm going for the long con.
Okay.
The con being losing. That's the best con of all. They'll never suspect that.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go for drama and poetry to try to build as many great scientists as I can.
Yeah. Is this still Leonard Nimoy who reads all that shit out?
No,
they ditched that guy after Civ 4?
Yeah, they ditched him from Civ 4 to Civ 5.
Oh, man, it's like they don't even... Do people for Firaxis even know what good video games need?
Yeah, they needed Fuck! Why can't I think of his name? Oh, I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Captain Kirk. Jesus. Captain Kirk.
There's a few problems. Well, the primary problem is that Captain Kirk is not a real man. He's a fictional character from a television show, and occasionally a movie. So you're out of luck there. He cannot voice a video game.
I'm actually pretty angry at myself that I can't remember his name all of a sudden. Jeez.
Okay, so now I have the option of adopting additional social policies. But I think I kind of just want to keep going down tradition for now. Does that sound crazy? Am I some kind of idiot?
You definitely want to... actually, what do you have? So what do you have unlocked so far?
I have 2 perks in tradition. I have legalism and landed elite.
Oh, I mean, in terms of unlocked social trees. Is it just the default 3?
Yes. I don't have pioneer.
Okay, just keep filling out tradition. Because you get a bonus once you fill that entire tree, and it's actually a pretty big bonus.
Tell me more about your big bonus.
It looks like it gives you plus 15% food growth in all cities. Or in your first 4? No, it's just straight up plus 15% food growth. So your cities will gain more population much faster.
I don't think you picked up on the subtle nuance of my erection joke, and I'm not pleased about that.
Tell me more about your erection.
I mean, it's a pretty big... I haven't heard any complaints about the size of my city. It's a pretty big civilization.
Oh! You just reminded me, you can rename your cities. It's pretty crucial to playing multiplayer Civ 5. So let's see.
What are you doing? So you go to the city screen? Is that how you go?
I can't finish it. There's not enough space. Yeah, you do go to the city screen, and then you'll see at the top there's an edit. There's a little edit thing underneath the name, and you can change your city name. I can't finish Kessler's erection. Oh god, don't quote me on that. Fart. Oh, I showed him. Oh, I sure showed you with my city name.
Oh man, I showed me with my city name.
Oh, butts. That's a good one.
Oh, what? I had no idea you were going to attack me with these city names. This is the worst of the worst.
But we're supposed to be on the same team. Nope.
Nope. Even we're enemies on the same team.
Betrayal.
Like that song.
I still don't even have my first pantheon. I just realized because I'm making 0 religion per turn.
Well, it's a good thing this is a test, and all these cities can go into the gutter.
I'm just gonna. My excuse is that I'm science. So there you go.
Yeah. So I think I am gonna build. So I just finished my worker, and I'm gonna put him to work. I'm gonna make him work it. Oh, I said work instead of twerk. I meant there was gonna be an internet joke those 3 times. Anyway, point being, I'm thinking about building a war mill, just like you suggested.
It wouldn't be bad because you're kind of working, or you're kind of focusing on more population that gives 2 food per turn for that building. Yeah. I would also probably suggest sending your worker to maybe work that cattle or improve that cattle, build a pasture on there because that'll give you another food.
Can you want to just ping the map?
Well, don't you see the cattle resource, right?
Yeah, just circle it on the map.
Okay,
or
sure.
Did we already make that joke?
Let me get my Telecaster tools over here.
Those are the cows. Those are the cows.
If you mouse over the little icon, it'll tell you when you're working by the city. And you build a pasture on top of it, it'll give you +1 food. So that's also actually be a building 4 food per turn. which is a big deal because you want your city to grow as much as possible so you can get more people working more tiles, so you'll have more efficient cities.
Because this is a board game.
Basically.
Yeah. So how much longer do you want to work this?
I don't know.
Like, what do you think? Do you think you would want to stick with these cities long term, or would you want to like start working towards our big Brave New World, Brave New Stream, Brave New Go?
It depends on. We're gonna have to figure out like how many people are gonna be involved in that initial Brave New World stream. So, I mean, because we can't bring these cities into that stream, obviously, because it's gonna be a completely new game. So, I don't know. Do you feel like we still have some more stuff to test, or?
I don't know. I mean, maybe we could continue this city at a later time and do some additional tests.
Sure.
I'm just thinking long term, like, because I think we've got good rapport. I don't know how your stream people feel, or technically, I don't know how my stream people feel.
Well, I mean, my stream is pretty hyped about Kessler farts, so there's that.
Oh yeah, well, you're gonna feel real silly when I finish editing the city name again.
I'm terrified. Please don't. So yeah, I guess.
Nailed it. Hashtag game of shut the hell up.
Oh no. How can I ever? How can I ever continue on? I feel like my soul has been ripped from my body.
That's right. All
through
you
my
can
butt.
do is just ew. It's the worst place to pull your soul from. Reach into you like you're some kind of terrifying.
It's like I'm a Muppet.
Ventriloquist puppet and just ripping your soul out from your oh, you run a disgusting ship, Crispers. Crispy Dixon.
Well, with that, I think it's been a successful test so far. I mean, we've run into a couple problems here and there, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, like there's graphic issues on my end. There's a few too many Floridas on this map to my liking, but in general, I think this could potentially be just a really fun hangout stream.
Yeah, just easygoing, different from like a Dota stream, which is constantly intense all the time. Although I will say that once like Civ start getting into war and stuff like that later on in the game, there is definitely some tension and stuff, but
But I envision this being something similar to almost like just a hangout podcast more than a competitive thing where we're just trying to talk about the game nonstop. Like maybe that could be interesting.
And we're gonna have to find a way to figure out the frequency of this and stuff like that, and
the magnitude, the amount of viscosity, how sticky the stream is,
and
how many
sticky, obviously.
How many other people we can get into this? How many people pass the test of being Crispus?
Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to multiplayer Civ, the more people, the better. Just because there's always it basically leads to more narratives that are happening all at once. Like, oh no, Spain is invading me or what have you. But the only problem is that with more people, it's harder and harder to set up games, for longer because these game sessions usually tend to last a long time. Like, at minimum an hour and a half. Usually a lot longer. So. It's hard to set up with a lot
and
of
then it gets into the balance, like, do you create a ratio of real people to AI people? Does that make things difficult? Does that just lead into, prioritizing against the robots instead of the humans? Is 4 people or 3 people too little? These are the questions, and I think it is worth addressing them.
Right. I mean, these are all conversations we'll have.
And we're going to have them right now. Maybe later.
Okay, and that was the stream. We're really good at ending this
guys.
stuff.
I think we're going to seriously think, unless Crispy turns off this Skype call and says, that was the fucking worst. Jesus Christ.
Fuck you,
Let's never do this.
Crispiest butt, really?
Jesus.
Banned,
blocked. Oh, my God. Oh, Crispy, the stream is still running.
Turn this off.
Hey, Crispy buddy. Maybe now we should end our stream and get back to our... I'm done with that joke.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.